Hey everybody, I was told this was the perfect angle. So, thanks to my producer slash boyfriend, I'm not moving from it. I'm just kidding, I don't listen to him. That'd be ridiculous. Let's get into it. Beer with a queer. What beer am I drinking today? Well, I'm drinking what some might call a homosexual brew. It's not brewed by homosexuals, but it sounds pretty gay. It's a strawberry lager. Strawberry lager by Abita. Abita. I don't know why I said it like that. They're from New Orleans. They're actually a great brewery. Very tasty. So let's try what strawberry lager tastes like. I had such high hopes. Like, it's strawberry lager. What could go wrong? Okay, so imagine if you had strawberries, strawberries, and then you left them in an old shoe, and then you let the rain fall on them for days, and then you poured whatever is in there out of the shoe into this beer by Abita Brewing, who will probably not be a sponsor anytime soon. And then you had me drink that strawberry boot water. That's what this is. Abita Strawberry Lager / boot water. God, you're gross. You're just weak. You're weak beer. 4.2% alcohol by volume. I don't know. Not worth it. Move on. What are we talking about today? Great question. Glad you asked, Jeff. This past weekend was Tampa Pride. Why was it in March? I don't know, because it's Florida and it's hot and they don't care about distinct and celebratory events that we should hinge our historical moments on, and just went willy-nilly and said it's cooler in March, so let's just do it then. No rhyme or reason, but you know, Tampa, who cares? I was not booked to perform there. What? I know. That's crazy. Am I booked at your Pride? Great question. Start emailing your Pride organization now. It's usually info@wherethehellilivepride.org. Look it up in your town. Tell them you want Jeff Klein. All right. I will drink a beer of your choice if you get me to your Pride. That's a guarantee. All right. So Tampa Pride happened. It happened in the historic district of Ybor. I don't know what that is, Jeff. Ybor is like Depression-era Cuba in Tampa. That's exactly what it is. With goth kids around. It's weird. We didn't go out to it. I was actually booked at a different comedy show at a comedy club that loves me. Kind of, by a comic who loves me a lot. Shout out Helen Keeney. Look her up, gays. You're gonna love her. All right. So we didn't go out to Tampa Pride, and my question is, as gays, do we need to? Matt shaking his head no. Part of me says, especially with everything going on in the world right now, with the laws being lobbied against us, yes, show up, show out, show that we exist. All of that's very important. And representation matters. And then I see the pictures of Pride, and I'm like, we were represented. Like, the people were there. And then I think, but if more people like me showed up, that were like, oh, I don't need to be there because it's going to be enough people. If all of us showed up, imagine how many people there would be. And then I think, oh, it's so many people. Like, it's so many people. So it's a real two-edged sword. I'm curious, if you watch this, leave it in the comments. Do you go to your city's Pride? I'm curious about that. Gay, straight, anything that you identify as, do you go to your city's Pride? I will say St. Pete Pride's coming up in June. The last weekend in June? What? The historical date? Why would you do it on that? Because why not have a solidifying point to create a movement around? Oh, I'm burping up boot water. I will go to that. We will be at that. So, if you're not doing anything end of June, come out to St. Pete Pride and say hi. Let me know if you go to yours. Let me know if you think it's important. I think it's important, but I think I also will sit on the couch on some of them. And I don't think there's shame in that. We shouldn't make people feel bad for missing it. But if you can make it out, if you can show the support, I think it's a beautiful thing when you see people packed in the streets for the parades. It's a beautiful thing, especially in today's where they're trying to silence us and pretend like we don't exist. The more existing we do, the better. This was nothing solved. I may have been told before this episode that my brand is telling about problems, not talking about solutions. And so, you're welcome. That's been another Beer with the Queer. Hopefully next week's beer will be better. And if you'd like to send me a beer, I'm in St. Pete, Florida. So think about that. How much is that going to cost you to get it to me? And am I worth it? You damn right I am. Till next week.